name is Cece Ream. I play saxophone, baritone, and oboe, and this is the story of my first basics day in marching band. My freshman year, I decided it'd be really cool to join the marching band since I'd always watched them in middle school, and I thought, wow, that's really neat. I'd really like to be a part of that kind of thing and work with all those people. Until after I signed up and I remembered I am the most socially awkward person you could ever meet. I cannot talk to anyone. So day before basics day, I sat in my room I was in tears, crying because I didn't want to go. But of course my mom made me go, and as she drove me, I sat in the back, again almost in tears, because I didn't want her to see me cry, basically having a panic attack because I didn't want to talk to anyone new. So I sat outside the door after she dropped me off for about 5 minutes because I wasn't really sure where to go anyways, and I was also extremely scared. So I sat there with a giant bear sass case, looking pathetic as always. Until finally I found the door, and as I walked in, I looked around and saw nobody that I knew. None of my friends were there, and they were pretty much all upperclassmen. So I decided to wait things out in the corner by myself until our director decided to start the practice. And I watched everyone else talking while I waited. Finally, our director decided to have us start, so I wandered aimlessly around for about 10 minutes, something like that, trying to find my section. Until finally I was able to find them. And of course, they were the two tallest, most intimidating people there with the biggest instruments in the entire marching band. And they were the tuba section. Since there was only two bari sax players, we had to join sections. But of course, the other bari sax player was not there today. And to make things even better, our director decided that we all had to introduce ourselves to our sections because there was a lot of new freshmen there. So I decided, maybe I'll just sit this out and maybe no one will notice me. But no, of course, the biggest tuba player decided to come up to me and introduce himself. So I sat there, frozen. Like, I have no idea what to say. He's like, hey, my name's Jose. And I sat there like, what do I do? Am I gonna mess up something? What do I say to this guy? Like, what am I supposed to do? Until finally, I decided to say something, and I was able to say, hey. And he ended up starting a conversation with me, and I was like, hey, this isn't so bad. This is kind of nice. And we ended up talking the entire rehearsal, and now he's one of my best friends because he's really cool. So that's when I realized this isn't so bad. As I looked around, everyone was smiling, and it was just like, wow, this is really cool. All those people were really nice, and I ended up becoming really good friends with most of them, and I still am today. And I was like, wow, I love this. This is so much fun, and I had one of the greatest years ever. I love my section so much, and I'm so glad I got to have the opportunity to do marching band.